Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Shauna, back up in this joint with another video. Hey. Alright, so this is just going to be another, I guess, an update video talking about hair growth and just, talk about a few things, some tips, and my experience. So, yeah, so first and foremost, to retain length, moisture is key, okay? Especially for coarse, curly type hair. Moisture is key to retain length. I made a video about a year ago, like over a year ago, talking about hair growth and moisture is key. So basically, because I am somebody who also struggles with retaining length, like I feel like a lot of the time I am stuck like to around, just a bit past the armpit length. Sometimes I can manage to get it to grow a little bit longer. Like right now it's not too bad. Okay, so last summer, right, my hair was probably, stuck to like about here, like maybe like just like, I don't know, around here above this length. Okay, I do like wearing it straight a lot, so sometimes I like to sometimes be a straight hair natural for a while, then sometimes I like to rock the curly hair for a while, so I like to go back and forth, like sometimes, just whatever mood I'm in. But okay, so like last summer, like the summer before, what was it, the summer of 2022, right? I wore my hair curly because I hadn't worn it curly in a long time. I decided to wear it curly, and what I decided to do was co-wash it like literally every few days. I thought, let me wash it every few days. That helped get my curls feel more softer, more moisturized, easier to manage. And I'm the type of person who likes to do, like, sometimes I like to literally do wash and goes, and I don't like to have to do a lot to my hair either. I'm not the type of person who likes to do a bunch of twists or anything like that. When I'm wearing my hair natural, like I like to wear my curls, I like to do wash and goes. But after a while, yes, it can be annoying when the hair starts getting dry, it starts getting tangled, and you think, but when I started co-washing it like literally every few days, my hair was very easy to manage. It stayed very moisturized, and because you're co-washing it every few days, it doesn't tangle up as much. So every time I co-wash it in the shower, it's not that tangled where it's easy to get it through. So it pretty much stays. Yeah, so that's a thing. Co-washing every few days, that helps. If you're a person who likes to just wear your hair out and not do like all these different like protective styles, twists, you like to literally do wash and goes and stuff like that, then co-washing every few days is very helpful with keeping it detangled, keeping it very moisturized, and it helps me a lot with length retention. I definitely see a difference. My hair, pretty much when I pulled it straight, it was down to here. Like the longest piece was coming down to this area, like below the boob area, and that was the longest my hair has ever been, and I believe it was thanks to co-washing it every few days. Moisture, length retention. So therefore, if I really want to get my hair to grow, so that's what I do when I have it curly. I try to co-wash it as often as possible. Now right now I'm wearing it straight, so I do like to keep it straight. Now for some people, wearing their hair straight, even if it's not exactly straight, but if it's like in a stretched, that's just what, like if it's in a stretched state, that's just what helps some people help their natural hair grow and retain length, because you're not dealing with it being tangled up and stuff. But for me, a lot of times, like when I wear it straight, I feel like I don't always see like a difference as far as the retaining. And I know my hair grows because obviously, like I know that it's growing out of the scalp. I can see the difference, especially if my hair was dyed or something. I can see like the new growth, so I know it's growing. But sometimes it still stays the same length even if I keep it straight. I feel like I take pretty good care of my hair. Like it's not, I don't know. And I do trim my ends like here and there when I feel like I need them. I did just recently trim them a little bit just now. But if my hair is staying the same, for some reason I'm not retaining length. So that means I have to figure out what's going to help retain the length. And it might mean, even though my hair might not seem like it's really dry, but it might not be moisturized enough. So and I guess that's the thing you have to think about, like people who are naturally straight haired people, you know, where it seems like their hair grows long easily. And usually the reason that is because they have natural oils, the sebum. It easily coats their hair. Their hair doesn't dry out as easily, so they don't have to do much to their hair and it just grows. And so that's why with you know, coarser type hair, we have to put in the work to keep it moisturized. And even if we are straightening it, naturally I mean, that probably helps a little bit with the moisture, because obviously like it's not going to be as dry as it would if it was in its curly state. But at the same time, even though you straightened it, like the hair strands, especially if you have a coarse type of hair, your hair strands are still like thicker than a naturally straight hair person, so you kind of still might have to like do a little more to keep it moisturized. Like, you know, every now and then you're gonna have to still moisturize the ends, put some oils or something on the ends, something that's gonna keep it moisturized. And for me, in my experience, it seems, you know, that's what I've been doing, and that seems to be working really well for me. I did just trim up a little bit though, but you know, I was seeing a little bit of a difference. You know, I was starting to see a little bit more growth. But yeah, so I usually just use, now I like to use a little bit of this. I don't know if it's in here, but the ORS, you know, like the ORS hair lotion. I think that's a little bit more lightweight, but you really don't need a lot. And it doesn't really revert your hair unless you use like a lot of it, but you wouldn't want to use a lot anyway, because then your hair would also get like greasy if you're, you know. But sometimes I like doing this like after. So right now my hair is just freshly flat ironed, so it should be well moisturized with the products I used. But like after a couple days or so, a few days, I might want to add a little bit to the ends just to make sure that my ends are not getting too dry. Like I said, and they might not seem or feel like they're dry, but it's like, I don't know, you might still have to just, I feel like you might have to do something if you're not retaining length. You might have to add a little something. So I add a little bit of this. This is like, it's like a thick cream. So that's why I'd only use like a very small amount, like probably like no more than like that. And then I just rub it through my fingers. I'm not putting it in now because I literally just flat iron my hair, so I shouldn't need it. My hair's still very, you know. But I'll like just take a really small amount and rub it through my fingers, and then just kind of like go over my ends. And then sometimes after that, I might even still add a little bit of oil or serum, like a little tiny dot, like literally though. And just go kind of mostly over the ends and stuff like that. And then, you know, and you kind of just do that as often as you need to now. After like a few days, I may, now after a couple days, it may seem like it's starting to be a little greasy, a little way down, which if it's starting to really look like that and feel that way, I won't add anything in it for a while until it, you know, I feel like it needs it. But at the same time, and I know we don't really like to have, I mean, my hair is pretty good, but yeah, it might, every now and then, at times, it might look a little bit greasy. And I don't mind the Kingdom Hearts. I don't want that to be a distraction. Yeah, it's the Kingdom Heart. It's a screensaver on my computer. Okay, so yeah, like, but it's keeping my hair straight. Like, even when I go outside, my hair is straight. I'm not saying it's looking like mad greasy somewhere, it just looks nasty, like, but it's like, I'm just saying, like, but you know your hair, so maybe other people can't tell, but you might be able to tell it's getting a little bit greasy. So yeah, I just won't put anything in it for a day, maybe a couple days. So I just do it when it needs it, and I try to focus mostly at the very, very ends. But yeah, And I live in Florida, where it's very humid. Even though right now it's winter, but a lot of times my hair poops up during the winter too when I wear it straight. And lately, you know, I don't know, it's like when the way I've been doing my silk presses and everything, and to the point where I'm getting like really silky straight. It hasn't been pooping up at all. Like I can go out and it's still just straight. But we'll see what happens when it starts getting warmer out. So, because I probably won't just be wearing it curly a bit more then, but we'll see. But in the meantime, that's like, but anyways, yeah, but basically the point is this moisture is key, so the retain length, whether you're wearing it curly or straight. So for me, when it's curly, I like to co-wash it every few days to make sure it stays moisture. That seems to help me retain length. When it's straight, I like to put some type of like oil moisturizer or a moisturizer with an oil or a serum like at the very end, and then whatever's left over I kind of just go up through and just kind of like just go throughout my hair, but it's mostly like focused towards the ends. And I don't know, if my ends have to feel a little bit more oily, slightly greasy. And I say oily or greasy, like I said, not to the point where it just looks nasty, which like obviously like where you can like just see that it looks, but just, I don't know, like, but just enough where it's like, I know it's not dry, so I know there's no reason why it should be retaining length. Like, I don't know, but either way, that's the point. Like, it needs, you know, it's like you have to help manually add sebum to your hair, okay? You have to manually add sebum, adding oils, adding, you know, some type of moisturizer that's going to help the ends be a little oily, because that's kind of how naturally straight-haired people retain length easily, is because their natural sebums easily coat their hair strands all the way to the ends, and therefore their ends are not that fragile and dry to just break off. So, but with coarser type hair, even if it is straight, because our strands are a little bit thicker, they can, you know, if your strands are thicker, I mean, if you are more of a coarse type, you know, so even when it's straight, like, you still need to make sure the ends have some like oil, some type of oil on it to retain length. Yeah, and that's if you're having trouble retaining length, then that's what I would think. Then, at least for me, that's what I feel like it needs. It needs more oil moisturizers, it needs more moisturizer and oil serum, something on the ends a little more often to make sure it's retaining length. So yeah, that's the main thing right there, is the moisture that helps it from not being too dry to easily break off, to help with retaining length. Okay, so another thing that we're gonna go into, that I'll talk about, that I feel like also definitely helps, is, you know, the right vitamins and stuff. When I say that, I mean like getting your nutrients, because whether you want to take supplements or not, you still need, there's certain, you know, vitamins you have to look into that you're getting enough of, that really contributes to hair growth and helps with keeping your hair strong so that it doesn't break off as easily too. So I feel like its moisture is like the key, and then, you know, from keeping it to be too dry and fragile to break off. But then on top of that, you need, you know, the right vitamins, the right, you know. So one of the things is, you know, for me, like if you watch my channel, a few years ago I had an iron deficiency, which caused my natural hair to grow a different texture, and then eventually it started falling out, and then I just ended up cutting it, and yeah, but I told the whole story in another video. But what I did was start taking an iron supplement to get my iron back up, and my hair is back. It grew back beautifully, back to its normal hair texture and everything. So yes, I take iron. I like to try to take a multivitamin, just because it has, you know, all the vitamins. So I like to try to take a multivitamin, and then I've gotten into taking collagen, and sometimes I take biotin. So that's what I'm taking. So So this is the multivitamin that I'm currently taking. So you might have heard about it. A lot of people have been starting to make videos about this on YouTube, TikTok. Geritol. This one is the multivitamin. It's a pill, and you know, a lot of people are claiming that this helps with hair growth. But yeah, so it's basically a multivitamin, and it does have iron in it, so that's one of the things that helps with hair growth. That's one of the reasons that I want to take it too. You know, and it has, you know, all the vitamins, A, B, D, C, all that, zinc, the B vitamins. So I've been taking this one for like about a few months now. It definitely, I think it definitely, like, you know how some vitamins, I definitely could tell a difference in my nails. Like, my nails will be like really hard, and that's the thing too, is I want my nails to be hard because I like to grow my real nails, which these are my real nails, but they have like a hard gel overlay on them to help protect them. So I do put hard gel on them, but I still like to take vitamins, like my real nails, to still be like strong as possible. And I definitely notice a difference in my nails being strong when I'm taking the Geritol, probably even better than biotin. And as far as my hair, it's hard to say, but I do feel like, I mean, maybe because I haven't been taking it as long, but I mean, I've been taking this one for a few months. So, and then plus I'm taking other things. But I feel like right now my hair, to me, feels pretty healthy. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's fragile or anything, or like it's breaking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as, you know, it should be, you know, keeping it strong with the right vitamins, and then on top of that, you know, keeping it moisturized should help retain length. So, and then I just recently started taking this one. This is the Geritol in the liquid form. So I guess you could take either or. Like, there's a lot of people that talk about Geritol. Some have the liquid form, some have the pill form. So, and pretty much everybody says it's the same benefit. Now, the pill form is a multivitamin. It has a variety of different vitamins in it. Yeah, it has a variety of different vitamins. It has all the, you know, the typical multivitamin. You know, all the vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, along with, you know, it has some iron, zinc, copper, and some of that stuff. The liquid one, it doesn't have as much stuff in it. It has, it's mostly, so like this one says B vitamins and iron. So I think it says, I don't know, I don't have the box over here, but I think it says it's for like energy support. It's mostly focused on energy, but it's mostly like the B vitamins with some iron. So this one has like B1, B2, niacin, B6, pantothenic acid, which is B5, and niacin is B3. It has iron and a couple other things. But yeah, and it has iron. It has 18 milligrams of iron. This one has, and it has a little less. This one has, where's the iron? Oh yeah, 16.2 milligrams. This has 16.2, this one has 18, so it has like a slightly more. But because it's a liquid, it probably like gets into your bloodstream a lot quicker. Usually a liquid does. And it's just mostly the iron with the B vitamins. But I just decided to get this one to try it to see if there's a difference, because I've seen some people say that they prefer the liquid, or they think that the liquid works better than the pill because it's a liquid. But the only thing is that it's not a multi, it doesn't have all the multi, you know, if you want all the multivitamins. But they say it still works for growing their hair. And also there's a lot of people that say that this helps with fertility, that it's helping them get pregnant. So I guess if you're not trying to do that, then you gotta be careful. But yeah, so I kind of just been alternating. I mean, I started taking this one since I just got it, so I was taking this one most of the time. I've been taking this one most of the time now because I kind of just got it. I think I've only been taking it for like a couple weeks now. So I can't really say too much if there's like a huge difference yet. But sometimes I'll still like alternate between like taking this one day and then just taking the pill another day. But yeah, so taking geritol, but I definitely see a difference in my nails, and my hair is pretty healthy. And this is the collagen that I take. The vital proteins collagen peptides. This one, it says it's for, you know, skin, hair, and nail and joint support. It has 18 grams of protein and 20 grams of collagen. I usually like to put this in my iced coffee. I still have, it doesn't come with a scoop anymore, but I still have the scoop from the old one, so I just use that scoop still. But it's a powder. Yeah, I just put a couple scoops in my iced coffee and usually have this about every day. Okay, this is biotin, but it's empty. But the bottle is empty, so I need to get some more biotin. But I like taking the biotin gummies. This one is NutriChamps. This one you can get online. You can get it on like VitaCost or iHerb. I'm not sure if it's on Amazon or not. If it is, then I'll link it. But yeah, I'll link the vitamins. But I don't always take this one. I actually was taking this one because it was sent to me for free. But this one actually is a good one, though. It had like 10,000, what's it called, micrograms? But yeah, it had like 10,000, whereas some of them only have like 2,000 or 6,000. But I've been buying the one from Walmart, you know, just the hair, skin, and nails one if I cannot get the extra strength one. But I like taking that one. I'll take a couple gummies a day. So between those, I don't know, my nails just be like really strong, and my hair just feels like really strong. Like I'm not really experiencing, even with straightening it, but I feel like I'm careful with flat ironing my hair. I've been doing it for a year or so. But yeah, my hair feels like pretty strong and healthy. And now, before I did get into taking like these vitamins, I haven't been taking vitamins in a while. At one point, like back over the summer and like the past year before that, I was barely taking vitamins. And by the summer, I was experiencing a bit of shedding. So I feel like my hair would kind of thinned out a little bit because I started shedding. But it stopped. It did stop. And I've been taking these vitamins and I haven't been experiencing any shedding. And my hair is fine. I don't know, like, and it might have been because we were starting to get low on the iron, you know, because, you know, deficiencies can cause that, can cause shedding, or if your hair is easily breaking. I wasn't really experiencing breakage, but yeah, but right now my hair has been fine. Like, it's definitely been fine. I've been taking those are the supplements I like taking. Try to drink a lot of water, and plus you should be drinking water anyway. And plus, if you're taking those supplements, like, they kind of help, you know, drinking a lot of water, because, like, you know, some people claim that biotin causes them to break out, but then they say if you drink a lot of water while you're taking it, then it won't. So I don't know, but either way, yeah, like, make sure you got your vitamins, you know, whether if you can get it through food, but if you want to take the supplements, that's cool too. But that's what I do, and that's what's working for me. And my hair, I just love the way my hair is feeling, and I think it's helping me with retaining length. So between that, while it's straight, so basically overall taking the vitamins, you know, and making sure, you know, I get the nutrients, vitamins, all that, and then moisture, whether it's straight or curly. When it's curly, I gotta co-wash it a lot every few days for me. And of course, I use my leave-ins to keep it moisturized in between the co-washes, and it flourishes. Okay, and while it's straight, I like to get it straight as possible, you know, without, like, you know, as high as you can get it to like a nice silk press without heat damage. I just did a silk press video with a new flat iron, so you check that out. And then it's just keeping the ends moisturized. Gonna keep the, you know, some type of oil moisturizer on the ends. If I'm keeping my hair straight, I'm only straightening it like once every 3 weeks, so I'm not putting heat on it that much. And my hair is usually still pretty healthy. My curls are still intact, but yeah, it's just keeping it, making sure it stays moisturized. And I'm mainly just sharing my experience and what I do and what works for me. So just sharing this in case it's helpful for anybody else. Okay, so anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.